Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you, and once again, it looks like we've got another story coming out today where Russia's being accused of something major once again. Now, this is interesting, the timing of all these. They're all starting to come out at the time where there's lots of talk of Ukraine potentially falling apart in the front line with this whole war going on over there. Things are not looking good for Ukraine, although they are getting a lot of equipment right now to continue the fighting. But I put out a video yesterday stating that the US State Department was accusing Russia of using chemical weapons that are banned for war use in Ukraine against this war. So now we've got this story coming out where the German foreign minister, Annalena Baerbock, right there in the photo, she's accusing Russia of cyber espionage in Germany. So stating that they're basically hacking their government, hacking multiple domestic targets, what she said. Okay, their governing coalition's leading party. And apparently they were exploiting these hacking campaigns by using Microsoft Outlook. Now this is interesting because again, I feel like we're starting to see a buildup of all these accusations. Maybe Russia's they're trying to pin Russia on something for some reason to maybe try to put a halt to this war more or put more pressure on Russia. We just had sanctions that were announced, I believe, yesterday in regards to these chemical weapons that were supposedly being used in Russia. So definitely this whole war over here is really starting to ramp up, and the West is trying to get involved more and do whatever they can, it seems like, to put pressure on this war campaign for Russia. So I want to talk about this some more because I think this is an interesting story, and I really feel like we're starting to see a buildup of these attacks where they're trying to just pin Russia on something consistently to either put out more sanctions or whatever it might be, because she also announced that Russia will face consequences for this cyber espionage. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this. This story is on Yahoo News, originally from AP. German foreign minister says Russia will face consequences for months-long cyber espionage. It says here, Germany's top diplomat on Friday said Russia will face consequences after accusing its military intelligence service of the absolutely intolerable hacking of domestic targets, including the governing coalition's leading party. NATO and European Union member countries said they won't let Russia's malicious cyberspace go unanswered. So kind of curious what to see their response will be from here. And will this just be sanctions, or what will this be? Because obviously this is some sort of cyber attack or cyber warfare going on, cyber espionage, which is like spying on their government. So relations between Russia and Germany were already tense, with Germany providing military support to Ukraine in its ongoing war with Russia. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock said Russian state hackers were behind the hacking of emails of the Social Democrats, a leading party in the governing coalition. Officials said they did so by exploiting Microsoft Outlook. The German Interior Ministry said in a statement that the hacking campaign began at least as early as March 2022, a month after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, with emails at Social Democrat Party headquarters access beginning that December. It said German companies, including in the defense and aerospace sectors, as well as targets related to the war, were also a focus. The statement said international efforts led by the FBI shut down in late January a botnet of compromised network devices used by Russian hackers, known as APT-28 or Fancy Bear, in the cyber espionage scheme. Russian state hackers attacked Germany in cyberspace, Baerbock said at a news conference in the Australian city of Adelaide. I don't know if I'm saying that right. She attributed the hack to a unit of Russia's GUR military intelligence unit. This is absolutely intolerable and unacceptable and will have consequences, she said, without specifying what they might be. The Council of the EU and the Czech Foreign Ministry said Czechia's institutions have also been targeted by the same group. Both German and Czech officials said the GRU hackers leveraged a previously unknown vulnerability in Microsoft Outlook. So it looks like the Czech government's stating it happened to them as well. In a statement by the EU's top diplomat, Josep Borrell, the bloc's nation said they strongly condemn the malicious cyber campaign by Fancy Bear against Germany and Czechia. The EU noted that it had previously imposed sanctions on individuals and entities associated with the group for targeting the German parliament in 2015, said it will not tolerate the continuation of such attacks, particularly with EU elections coming up in June. Interesting, yeah, because there's lots of elections going on this year, lots of accusations of involvement of like interfering with elections, things like that. I think there was some accusations going out towards China as well, something involved with that when it comes to elections. So I don't know, maybe we're going to start to see a lot of this because there's lots of elections coming up this year, especially the major one coming up in the United States between Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. NATO accused Fancy Bear of targeting other national governmental entities, critical infrastructure operators, and other entities across the alliance, including in Lithuania, Poland, Slovakia, and Sweden. We are determined to employ the necessary capabilities in order to deter, defend against, and counter the full spectrum of cyber threats to support each other, including by considering coordinated responses, said the North Atlantic Council, the principal political decision-making body within NATO. Baerbock is visiting Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji, with the trip focusing on security policy as China pushes for influence in the Pacific region. The defense cooperation between Germany and Australia is close, and we would like to deepen it further and together expand it, because we are in a situation where we face similar threats, said Baerbock, who is the first German foreign minister to visit Australia in 13 years. Discussions between Baerbock and Australia counterpart Penny Wong centered on the conflict in Gaza. I think we all understand that the only path out of this cycle of violence that we see in the Middle East at such great cost is the one that ultimately ensures a two-state solution, Wong said. So that's obviously regarding what's going on with the Palestinians and Israel. So very interesting story. I wanted to just announce this to you and let you know what's going on here. Obviously, we don't know what's really happening. We're just kind of hearing from the German foreign minister that they're accusing Russia of cyber espionage, apparently Czech Republic too, or Czechia. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you think that there's some sort of ties to all these accusations going out. I wanted to report on this because I feel like we're starting to see a buildup of pushing back against Russia right now. Lots of sanctions coming out and all these accusations coming out. And at the same time, what I've been reporting with this war in Ukraine is that Ukraine is struggling to maintain the front line. I just reported yesterday that Emmanuel Macron, the French president, was stating that if the front line in Ukraine were to break and the Russians broke through, they would go and assist Ukraine if they called for their aid. So I don't know. I don't know if this is all tied in. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But again, I just wanted to get this story out to you. Let me know what you think about this story. Share your thoughts and opinions and concerns down in the comment section. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.